Yeah, definitely, bro. So about your book, Ghetto Conscious, I know it's a collection of poems, coming from your perspective on growing up, in Carol City and the different in your environment. So what inspired you to write that, and how's it been going on the journey?
Well, what inspired me to write that, bro, was just, I was working at a high school. Since I got out of college, I was working in the education system. Elementary, middle school, high school, different schools. Yeah. And this last school I was just working at, it was a charter school, and we was getting some of the, tougher kids that get kicked out of the Carol City, Northwest, and Centrals, all those different schools, and we, we hosting all of them. You know what I'm saying? And being a young guy, it used to sometimes get a little heated with some of the students because they used to be, talking crazy or, just, stepping out of bounds,
Smelling themselves.
Yeah. Exactly. And, it just made me reflect on, like, this is probably what some people felt like I was like, you know what I'm saying? Giving them a hard time and things of that nature. I always knew I wasn't one of those bad kids, like in the streets, you know what I'm saying, in that type of life. But, I was somebody that you had to watch, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And, I would be in the middle of some of the trouble that was going on, like I say, outside of, fights and doing any street activities. However, so thinking about these kids, I started reflecting on my life. And I got invited by, I don't know, I think y'all brothers know B Stu. B Stu a year younger than us.
Yeah, definitely.
Brandon hit me one day, like a couple weeks before my son was born, and he was like, hey, man, it might be an opportunity for you to speak at Bethune. And I was like, oh, yeah, like, let me know. Like, I'm there, whatever. He was like, but the only thing is, we can't pay you. So then I was like, bro, what? Like, man, you ain't got to pay me. I see the opportunity, bro. I'm getting a chance to speak at Bethune. I like, bro, I'll drive up there for free all week. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I see that down the road, it brings more. So anyway, I gave my little spiel when I talked to the people at Bethune, and they was like, man, when you going to write a book? And I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't even thinking about really writing a book at that time because I had, had aspirations of writing a book a couple years prior, but I had got like writer's block. I got like disappointed and couldn't come up with nothing. So I like gave it up. And then when those students was like, man, when you going to write a book? That kind of sparked me like, damn, you really is supposed to write a book. So one of the last poems in the book, the poem to my son, was the first poem that I actually started working on for the book.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the students that I was working around are the ones that inspired me. And I also just wanted to give a voice to, because again, I know I ain't have it the roughest, but at the same time, I lived it firsthand as far as the communities we come up in. And I also have friends that experience way worse than me. And it's like some of my brothers and sisters can't articulate themselves and share their stories. So, you know what I'm saying? Why not be the one to kind of be the orator for my community? Because, people complain about we don't have, representation and literacy and things of that nature. And instead of being somebody that's a complainer, I decided to get in the game and do something about it.
I got you. That's live right there, bro. I love that, man. That definitely, that inspiration. Just to, like I said, it happened for a reason. You had to go to Bethune and you had to go talk to them, the team or who you spoke to, just to, give you that motivation to get back on what you started. The universe not gonna never forget, what you planted. It's just gonna make you, just keep putting it in your face until you say, hey, let me stop playing and actually do it.
Yeah.
So I know you played basketball at Winthrop, my bad. And now that basketball has changed, college basketball has changed, especially now with the Neil situation. I just want to get your thoughts on that. Now you say you got your woke conscious and you see basketball from a different light. I know the Neil is just a different, another element thrown in there that can I want to say affect the young black brother in a different way.
When you bro, when you say Neil, you ain't talking about the protest Neil. You talking about
how about the name, image, and likeness?
Okay,
how, they're able to capture.
I was thinking that, but I just wanted to be sure.
I got you.
I think it's actually amazing, but I also think like somewhere down the road, man, it could kind of get a little sticky because like when you're thinking about it, bro, like remember these people 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. You got somebody on your team like clearing 6 figures, almost 7 figures a year because of who they are and all that. And like you on the team, like you getting your, like now it come down to really like performance. Like now it's gonna be more competition. Like throw me the rock, give me the ball, let me. I need these tackles. And I think that's gonna make the game better. However, it's like that quarterback for Alabama didn't even play a down yet, and he got like this $1 million deal.
Got an M. Easy.
Bro.
That's what I'm saying. And it's like a program like Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Who else? Like UM. Like even if they're not as good as they used to be, but like just places like that. Like if you can start those programs, you're gonna have a great opportunity to capitalize. However, I just hope that they get the guidance to manage their money correctly.
Yeah, that's the big thing. I hope they do. So it's kind of tough because you think about it from that perspective. But then as a fan of the sport, you're like, all right, this can make bring balance and parity back to a whole new league. Well, parity compared to when it comes to everyone wanting to get to the NBA, NFL. Some players, like say for instance, Matt McClung. Y'all know that shit?
Yeah.
He gonna be trash in NBA, in my opinion, from what I'm seeing. But if he stayed and went from high school with that same steam to college, he could sit and be proud to be in college and dominate in college with his likeness and make the cash off it. And it'd be okay for him. He'll have to rush to the league. He can sit there and work on his game. But now you got kids that's kind of like, rush into that situation too soon, and they're not able to take advantage of their full likeness like they should have been. There's a lot of players that should have been able to make money off of their likeness in college, and these colleges running up on their ass.
Yeah.
So that's one thing about it. But like we said, it's going to be a lot more competition because people are going to be more inclined to stay and grow them skills.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with both of y'all on that. It definitely breed competition. I also see it as they like we was talking about when we talked about it on the last episode, Stacie, on how